Hi everyone, and welcome to Ruth Reacts to Books. I'm your host, Ruxie Ruth McGouth. And today I'm reacting to Angus, Thongs, and Full-frontal Snogging, Confessions of Georgia Nicclson by Louise Rennison. So I'll tell you what I gave a rating of the book. I'll read you the back of the book, and then I'll tell you what I liked, what I didn't like. I'll tell you about the recipe that I've given you that went along with this book, and then I'll tell you about my nails and why I picked them out. So y'all, I gave this book 2 stars. The way my star ratings work, if I give a book 1 star, it means I hated it. If I give a book 2 stars, it means I didn't like it. 3 means I liked it. 4 means I really liked it. And 5 means I loved it. So let's just say I didn't like this book. That's okay. You can't love them all. So let's hear about what the book was about. So on the back it says, hysterically funny. You might want to refrain from reading this one in public by 17 magazine. I think for me, you might want to refrain from reading it near a toilet in case you want to throw it in, but that's okay. We won't want to put that on the back of a book, would we? All right. Angus, my mixed breed cat, half domesticated tabby, half Scottish wildcat, the size of a small Labrador, only mad. Thongs, stupid underwear. What's the point of them anyway? They just go up your bum as far as I can tell. Full-frontal snogging, kissing with all the trimmings, lip to lip, open mouth, tongues, everything. Her dad's got the mentality of a Teletubby, only not so developed. Her cat Angus is trying to eat the poodle next door, and her best friend thinks she looks like an alien just because she accidentally shaved off her eyebrows. Erglack. Still, add a little boy stalking, teacher baiting, and full-frontal snogging with a sex god, and George's ear just might turn out to be the most fabbity fab ever. All right, so what did I like about the book? All right, it took place in England, my homeland, the place where I was born and lived for my first 7 years of my life, and the place that I visited every year until I was about 18 years old. So I enjoyed that a lot because, you know, missed that place. So that was enjoyable. What I didn't like was pretty much the rest of it. Now, you can tell from the back that this child is a teenage girl, and I would say, much like most of the people in the book, she was quite unlikable in my opinion. She was extremely annoying, very selfish, which, I mean, teenagers, that's kind of a hallmark of such people. No offense to any teenagers watching this, I'm sure you're the exception. But this particular teenager, she was quite awful. So yeah, I honestly was like, Jesus, could I please get done with this book? I wanted to keep reading just so I could be finished with this one. I'm not the kind to abandon mid-ship. I don't like to, like, unless something is truly, I mean, I have read some of the worst, like I've even gotten through a 1-star book, and then this one I gave 2 stars. So it has to be really, really, really bad for me to abandon mid-book, and then I probably wouldn't do a Ruth Reacts on it. But it's written in the like style of like a little diary, so she has, like, you know, the days, and then so it's fairly readable, I guess, easy to read. So I think it's more for a younger audience. A younger audience might really like this book. It was in the teen section. I think it came off of like a Goodreads choice. It's clearly won an award. Let's see. I gotta put my glasses back on as a 40-some-year-old woman. I gotta see what this is. What does this say? I can't quite tell what this little silver medallion says. It's like, oh, an honor book. So it's some kind of honor book. So it has won some kind of award with this little thing here. I'm not quite sure what that means, but so some people like it. I saw that one of my Facebook friends, Kate, had given it high scores. Not my sister, a different Kate that I'm friends with on Facebook. So, or on Goodreads. I think we might also be Facebook friends. So anyway, if you like this book, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Like, what do you like about it? What is it that keeps you coming back for more? Needless to say, I won't be reading the the next one, because there are other Georgia Nicclson confession books, but they're not for me. That's okay. And now I know. So the food that I went with, she did eat a lot of fish and chips, but I am a firm believer that if you're going to eat fish and chips, you need to go to the local chippy, because they do it right. And it just doesn't taste the same if you make it yourself. Now, my closest chippy that does it correctly is 2 hours away. So whenever I'm in Ames, I'll be there. But so instead I gave you a smoothie recipe, because I feel like teenagers love smoothies. I know, especially teenage girls. I have one. She loves smoothies. So I give you a smoothie recipe for our recipe. And then for my nails, I'm wearing one called Tangerine Dream, and it is in honor of Angus, the Scottish wildcat. His picture is right here, and this is slightly brighter than he is pictured on the front here. But he is an orange cat, and I feel like orange cats need to be celebrated. And this was the only orange nail that I had, and I felt like it was nice. It would be a nice time of year for a bright orange nail. So that's what I went with. I do feel like the book kind of had a neon orange kind of flair to it, just in the way that the characters were all a little bit bright and weird and out there. So anyway, if it sounds like the kind of book you'd like, check it out. It wasn't for me, but that's okay. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll be back next week, hopefully with a book that I liked more than this one. Have a great week, everyone. Bye!